All right, come on in. Pull up a chair and have a seat. Meet the brain. It weighs 3 pounds. We're really going to talk about 5 components of it. The prefrontal cortex, and then part of the limbic system, the thalamus, hypothalamus, amygdala, and hippocampus. And then also the HPA, which is the hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and adrenal gland, which is above the kidneys, which is part of a system that releases hormones. You can pause this if you want to read more about this. Let's watch this in action. You have a threat coming in. So the thalamus is supposed to receive the information first. Wait a second, what do we got here? The amygdala has just hijacked the show. It has sensed danger and said we need to activate a fear and a stressor. Then the thalamus is like, hey dude, hang up, why are you doing that? But the amygdala is not listening. He automatically activates the HPA all the way down, pituitary gland's pushing it down to the adrenal gland, and they're pumping those into the body. And then, meanwhile, the thalamus is trying to do its job. The thalamus, as a good dispatcher, is trying to figure out where's he going to send all this stimuli so it can be processed, while he's trying to figure out why the heck the amygdala has messed up the system again. The prefrontal cortex is starting to receive some information and trying to analyze it, but is getting confused because all of those neurotransmitters and hormones clouding his judgment. Now, the hypothalamus has been working as part of the HPA team, is now looking ahead. Once we can get the amygdala back under control, he's going to determine what he needs to do next to keep the body under its state of normalcy. Meanwhile, in comes the hippocampus. He's down there in the library full of history books, reading through the books and comparing previous historical situations to what is happening now. And he's yelling up to the prefrontal cortex, hey, yo, according to how we reacted last time, and since we are Republican, pro-gun, this is how we have to react. Also, I'm scared of bees. And at the same time, the hippocampus is talking to the amygdala, stating, hey, so what memories should we store? What is making this guy really scared? Let's store those memories. Let's store those senses so we can scare him in the future. Hippocampus and amygdala are working together to figure out what are going to be the new long-term memories associated with this experience that are stored. Meanwhile, what is happening in the rest of your body, the endocrine system, HPA, is then pushing hormones and neurotransmitters throughout the body, causing the pupils to dilate. Your mouth is getting dry. Your heart rate is increasing. Your breathing becomes rapid and shallow. Your digestive system is unable to properly digest because who needs to digest food while you're in the middle of a fight? There on top of the kidneys are the adrenal glands that are being forced to release cortisol. Additionally, the muscular system begins to tense and get ready for any type of fight. And this is what happens with the stress response. Once the threat is gone, the parasympathetic nervous system comes in and starts doing the opposite, reversing the cycle, calming things down. So whenever a response like this occurs, did you know you have the ability to stop it, to stop the amygdala and slow him down? Doing daily mindfulness and meditation can prepare your mind and grow the prefrontal cortex. It can calm our body down, and I'll show you the technique. So let's say you see something out there that you don't like, whether it's a politician, whether it's spiders, something out there that is causing your stress level to rise. There are a lot of different things that can cause stress. Mindfulness is where you focus and put your mind and energies focusing on one variable, one thing. Research has shown you do 5 minutes of mindfulness for over a month every day, the prefrontal cortex will grow and the amygdala will shrink. The amygdala will not have as strong of a capability to cause the stress response. Mindfulness was hard for me in the beginning because I thought I had to have an app. And every time I felt I needed to do it, I didn't have my phone or anything with me. But I found you really don't need anything. All you need to do is find a spot, focus on. I look at a tree and I just start counting every leaf on this tree. I focus on that. Focusing your mind on one aspect. All I'm focusing my mind on right now is the feeling of this cat's fur. The sensation of the fur. Because really mindfulness is putting one of your senses on something.